Alright, so in this video I'm going to talk about one of the biggest mistakes I've did in my dropshipping career and how you can avoid it. Alright, so the first thing you have to understand is ego will always be killing your success in dropshipping. Every single time you start getting ego involved in terms of, alright, I tested a couple of products and one actually worked out and now I made $10,000 in profit. I know everything now, all right? I don't need any help anymore. I'm the shit. I basically know how to handle things and I'm gonna be a millionaire in the next 3 months, all right? This mindset will kill all of your success. And the problem is it's very easy to think that you know everything because you understood a couple of concepts, when in reality, you just either had luck with one product or you did understand some concepts, but you didn't really think them through on a scale. And also you have to understand that every single mistake you do in the dropshipping business, if it's scaled, the mistake 10x's, all right? If you have a little issue with a supplier where every 200th order is gonna be screwed up, all right? That's not a big deal. However, if you scale up and you don't notice that, it's going to be a huge problem. And the same thing goes for everything in the business, all right? On scale, problems get bigger. And going back to the mistake I did was basically, in the beginning, I did everything by myself for the first 1 year or so. The first 10 months, I was doing everything by myself. Nothing was working. I got a mentor and it actually blew up inside of 3 months. All right. And the mistake I did was, after seeing success, what this guy told me to do, and I did it and it worked, and I tested 3 products and all 3 worked, all 3 in a row. All right. And I thought, all right, now I actually know what I'm doing. And now that's it. And basically, I don't really need help anymore. Why should I pay anybody for information I already have? Because I know how to do that. I found 3 products in a row. They all worked. Why should I do anything with anybody else? I know how to do it. And that fucked everything up. Basically what happened was I lost almost all of the profits I made in the beginning, all right? And all of the profits were gone completely just because of a couple of stupid mistakes. I have a separate video talking about specifically what those mistakes were. But the main point was I did those mistakes only because I didn't have a person telling me that I do those mistakes. Because right now, if I would look back on myself a couple of years ago, I would immediately see those mistakes and tell myself, look, you're fucking up right now, don't do this. It's gonna be a huge problem on scale. It's gonna be a huge problem in 2 months. Do this instead, all right? And I would have told that, and me back then, I would understand that actually makes sense because I would explain it to myself logically, and then I would have just avoided those mistakes. And it doesn't have to be me. It just has to be a person who actually knows what they're talking about, and that's it. And that's the main advice I want to give you here. It doesn't matter if you already see success and you start feeling like you know everything. First of all, you don't. And second, some people, even in the beginning, before they even see success, think that they actually know everything better. All right? They see a strategy. Let's say they see a YouTube video from a person who tells them, test it exactly like this. And they're thinking, all right, I think I can make it better. This sounds cool, but I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna test this because this just logically makes sense. I already know marketing. It's not gonna be a big problem. I know it better. It's probably not gonna work out. All right, you need to follow a strategy to a T, exactly how it gets told to you. And you shouldn't reinvent the wheel. You shouldn't do any new stuff because this business was done so often. It's so rare that you as a single individual, as a beginner, will invent anything new which nobody else ever tested before and made it work. All right. If nobody actually made it with this thing which you are about to test, the reason why is because it doesn't work. Okay. And hopefully you understand that. And hopefully also in the beginning, you don't think that because you have some kind of marketing experiences or some kind of other business experience where you had basically another business and everything was doing great there, your knowledge there doesn't transfer one-to-one to the dropshipping business model. And the main part why it's so important to understand that is because you're going to waste a lot of money and a lot of time if you do things by yourself. All right. So this is the exact reason why I'm a huge believer in having mentors throughout the whole way. All right. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner. It doesn't matter if you make already 6 figures a month. It doesn't matter if you made already a couple of million with dropshipping. You still will have things which you do wrong. And also, if somebody from the third perspective would look at it, they would immediately see it. But because you're inside of the business, you don't see that. All right. And I also have guys who are already doing 300K a month and come to me and ask me for advice because they understand that they don't know everything. all right? Even though those 300K a month guys know way more than most people who do like 10K a month, they're still having a mentor because they understand the concept of the importance of a mentor. And again, I cannot emphasize this enough. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, if you're advanced, all of those people need mentors. And basically, if you do want to have me as your mentor, you can click the link below, sign up for a free consultation session. We're gonna figure out if we're a good fit. And if we actually are, we're gonna start working together in the long term, all right? We do have a lot of applicants every single day. And if you're not gonna end up working with me, I'm sorry, but I basically have a one-on-one program and I cannot like physically work with everybody. That's why around like 70% of all the people who apply don't actually get picked. So basically that's it. Click the link below and hopefully see you there.